through the shadows where the storms collide. She stands with courage as her guide. Her whispers echo louder than screams, faithful to God through broken dreams. She's the silent storm, unshaken, strong. Through the trials, she's where hope belongs. A survivor standing tall, unbowed. Her voice a beacon breaking the cloud. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive.
Oh, sorry, I went on mute. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. You know, um, you know how it is. let me get over here real quick so I can go ahead and put my copyright up here. There we go. Right this. Let's go ahead and read this together. Okay. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allows it's made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, which is what I'm doing right now, teaching, scholarship, and research. What I had did some research on this. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance and favor of fair use. Okay, so thank you. Let me go ahead and remove that down for you guys so we can continue on. Okay, and just note, people, just remember, I'm not no preacher. I'm not no teacher, a counselor, a therapist, or a doctor. I'm just a willing vessel being used by God for his purpose, not man. And I have to say this every time I go live. I want people to understand me, even if newcomers ever watch my videos for the first time, they know how Forever Lisa is. Forever Lisa is her own person. Okay. Forever Lisa is not no follower. I do not um jump on bandwagons because somebody don't like somebody else or whatever the case may be. Okay. I like who I like. I go support who I support. Nobody will never use me as a puppet. Okay. I got away from that years ago. Okay. That's why I'm standing over here 10 toes down by myself because that's who I am. Okay, so I want to get that out there. Okay, I don't get mad at somebody because you mad at that person. That's your fight, not my fight. Okay, okay. If you a moderator, when you come in here, you know you are always welcome to drop your channel down if you choose to. Okay, so like I said, this video a discussion today. You'll talk about Jarvis Butts was charged for the unaliving of 13-year-old Naziah Harris. Okay, she became missing back in January of 2024. Okay, her body still had not been found. Okay, but he was found unalive in his prison cell in Michigan today. Okay, he just got sentences a couple weeks ago. Um, he got like, I think they gave him like um something over 60 something years plus. He was gonna never go see daylight again. Okay. At all. Okay. So it was so many stipulations that he had to go through. So he was found alive. The question was, they're trying to say that he did himself. He did himself. Don't know how true it is. We don't know what the outcome of that is, or did somebody hurt him? Okay, so 9, 10 times, um, he knew he was going to be attacked. I was listening to Gigi. You guys, I know, go get stuff from Gigi too. I heard a lady on her panel. She said that when he was in the prison over there in Michigan, in the jail, in the county jail over there in Michigan, that Naziah brother, and like, this is hearsay. It's all alleged because I don't know. I haven't read that. I just overheard somebody talk about this on Gigi's channel on her panel. Okay, that she did earlier today. That he did get beat up. That's probably why he was wearing that mask when he first started. We know he got beat up somewhere and somehow. Okay, and he did get beat up. Okay, from the Zayas brother and some other inmates that was in there. So when the man is he's gone, you guys. He's not here no more. I'm not happy that that he unalived himself because he took the what they call the coward way out. You know what I'm saying? You did a crime, you did a time, you would mess with, some of his children, his own children, you know what I'm saying? And gave them, different types of diseases. You know, um, my heart goes out to the family. who loved Naziah, to the people who was fighting for Naziah from day one. It's a lot of them out there. I haven't been to their channels yet, but I know they are talking. I know they probably are happy about it, but they probably not too much happy about it, because the reason why I say this is because he was supposed to uh, tell where Naziah was. So he never got a chance to say where she was, unless he left a note there and they not telling us just yet until they go actually find the body. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think that, she was been missing since January of 2024. That's winter. That's winter month. Was her body frozen? They said they had alligators back there. You know what I'm saying? During that time. Did she get fed by the alligator? I hope not. I'm just throwing stuff out there, you guys. Where is she? Her body had not been seen at all. Has she got washed up on shore? You know what I'm saying? Or, did she get ate up by the the fish and whatever be up underwater? Okay, what happened to where's her body? So that's a case, that's a closure the family could never have, the loved ones could never have, you know. Um, so my prayers go out to the ones who really, really, really um, loved her. You know what I'm saying? Her grandmother, her aunts, did they know anything about this? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you guys hear some, during his sentencing, what some people had came forth, even his sister came forth and talked, and she said she loved her brother. I know she do loved her brother. You know what I'm saying? They was raised by their grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And their grandmother gave them a lot of love. But before their grandmother, um, I believe before their grandmother got them, you know what I'm saying, they was probably with their mother and something happened. I know the sister said, she had been SA before. You know what I'm saying? So many words. You know what I'm saying? So had was he SA before? So let me quit talking so much for you guys. Let's go ahead and read these stories. Um, what we gonna be, talk about, Jarvis. I wanted to come see. I'm the type of person, you guys. When I first see news, I don't just jump on it, be the first one to see it. So once I find out that it's true, I'll go ahead and share it out my Facebook, in my Instagram, also in my where else where I go, my platforms, period. I put the news out there. I just don't go live right then and there, because I got to have myself set up. That's just me. That's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and pull this information up. We're gonna go ahead and read some of these articles about Jarvis Butts, and it was sad that how the things that he did, it was uncalled for. And don't you remember, during that time they said he was 13 years old when he was sleeping with some, I guess the lady was 30 years old at that time. They got a child together. Okay. So it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. But he is gone now. So no looking back. So let me go to my, so we can go ahead and read this. I like, wow, this is so sad. This is very, very sad. Okay. Yep. Just want to say Jarvis Butts got a news thing. Let me see. It's not that long. Let me take it back right here and pause it just so you can hear it. So let me share it so you guys can go ahead and see it. I mean, hear it with me. Hold on. Give me time, you guys. Give me time. Give me time. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, 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 Lord. Mm. And this is who we are talking about, Jarvis Butts. And we're gonna play this news clip. Okay, let me share it. Share screen. And Jarvis Butts. Start. And we're going to go ahead and play. Oh, come on. Oh.
And I'm Ruth Braz. Fox Local is built for you. On your phone, on your TV, as local as you are. Fox Local.
Department of Corrections says Jarvis Butts was found dead in a prison in Jackson.
Butts had pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in the death of 13-year-old Neziah Harris. He was just given a sentence of 35 to 60 years just 2 weeks ago. The Detroit teen's body was never found. Butts was also sentenced for sexually assaulting children. Now, at this point, the Department of Corrections says that it's being reported as a suicide.
So that's what they saying. They saying it's being reported as a suicide. That what they, cover the news that nobody I guess they're still investigating, but that's what they see. So in order for him to commit suicide, he had to how can you commit suicide in prison? That got to hang yourself, right? So that's in time to he probably, hung himself. I don't know. Okay. So anyway, I'm going here and read what it says right here. The Michigan Department of Correction confirmed that Butts died Thursday at the Charles Eagler Reception and Guardian Center in Jackson. Officials said his death is being investigated by Michigan State Police as a suicide. The Michigan Department of Correction staff provided life-saving measures which were unsuccessful. The Michigan State Police had been called to the facility to investigate the death. Is currently being reported as a suicide, officials said in a statement. Okay. Butts was incarcerated after being sentencing 2 weeks ago to 35 to 60 years in prison. Okay, he was 43 years old. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder for the death of Neziah Harris, who was 13 at the time. He was also sentenced to 10 to 15 years for sexual assaulting children. Okay. Harris was last seen getting off a bus in Detroit in January 2024. Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy said text messages show that she met up with Butts the day she disappeared. And before I continue on read it, and I know he's supposed to have turned himself in on the same day, January the 9th of 2024, for some gun charges, but they moved that back till sometime in February. Another article I did read. The prosecutor said evidence also showed that Butts, who knew Harris' family member, allegedly groomed the girl starting in 2022. So that when she was 13 in 2024, that means that she was only 11 years old in 2022. Harris was pregnant when she was killed, and Butts was actually the unborn child's father. According to the prosecutor's office, Butts searched for abortions, abortion pills, and drinking red antifreeze before Harris' death. Okay, Harris' body was never found, but as part of his plea, Butts was required to provide a statement about the location of her body. So, did he do that before he before he did himself? Did he leave something there? Do they have it with them? But they just not telling us about it. Maybe they probably waiting. Maybe they probably waiting to see if they find her body first before they bring it to us. Okay. One of the most important aspects of plea agreement was giving the Zayas family some semblance of closure. The disclosure of the location of her body was crucial, Worthy said. And it was. You know what I'm saying? It was. After Butts was charged with the murder of Harris, he was charged with varying degrees of sex crimes against 5 girls between the ages of 4 and 13. Those crimes happened before Harris' disappearance. Okay. But also has a previous sex crime conviction for an assault against a child and gave that child some type of disease. Okay. That child has some type of disease. Very, very, very sad. Okay. So they try to say it was definitely that he did his own self. Okay, what's no foul play so far that we know of. Okay. So he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it from what he had, what he had done to multiple girls, even his own children, a couple of his daughters. Okay, and I also read other articles and heard on different news briefing that that Butts was he got close to other women that had daughters. He didn't want the women, he wanted the daughters. Okay, so he was attracted to the kids. Okay, not the woman who he was dating. Okay, even though he had kids by the last woman he was with, which was Nazia's aunt. He had a couple kids by her, and one of the girls, she even spoke at the hearing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull some of those hearing things up that that was spoken. Okay, let me see if this is the one right here. Yep, this is. Let me see. Well, this is a little short, so we're gonna go ahead and listen to this one right here too. Hold on 1 second. Then we're gonna this is the we're gonna go ahead and listen to this one too. This is real short right here, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hello, everyone. I'm just going back and forth. So I don't know if you're in my chat or not. I will come back and make sure I speak to everybody after the commentary. Okay. Just want to show you guys a little bit of this, and we're gonna be listening to some more things. Okay. Imaging file. Naziah Harris. There she go. Share.
Breaking news in the case of murder, Detroit teen Naziah Harris. Her accused killer, Jarvis Butts, has pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and criminal sexual conduct in 5 other cases. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rupraj. Butts' guilty plea comes just days before his trial was set to start. Let's get live to Fox News' Ingrid Kelly. She's in Detroit with more on his sentencing agreement. Ingrid.
Well, good evening, group. Butts actually entered that plea at Third Circuit Court. But, the question still remains, where is Naziah's body?
This is the culmination of perhaps a proper decision on his part.
Jarvis Butts, the man charged in connection to the death and sexual assault of 13-year-old Naziah Harris, pleaded guilty to murder and a number of sexual assault counts during a pretrial hearing. Here's legal expert attorney Todd Perkins, who was not affiliated with this case.
Wayne County Prosecutor's Office is the Office of Community Prosecution. They wrap their arms around families before they would make an offer in this type of case, and I'm sure they did that in this case.
It's alleged Butts developed a relationship with the teen. Last year, Butts was bound over for trial in connection to Naziah's disappearance. She was last seen getting off a school bus on January 9th, 2024 in Detroit.
It brings closure to the family, and I believe the family got something out of this in the sense that they had this great traumatic loss, but they have someone who makes a statement and also gives information to the prosecutor's office and law enforcement to bring that closure about.
Yeah. Back out here live, Attorney Perkins, he actually spoke to us earlier today at Fox 2 Detroit Live. Now, back to Butts. He is set to be sentenced next month, and it's expected that he will spend decades in prison. Roop, back to you.
Yeah, Ingrid, you talk a little bit about if this was to move forward with all of the court proceedings, how painful this testimony has been already for family members and how gruesome some of the details are and have been. It is at least a little solace that they don't have to be drugged through something like that.
It really is, but you know what? I will say, this became like a case for all of society. I mean, everyone felt this family's pain, and I think many people are still asking, where is this child's body? Now, I did reach out to the
Yes, so
prosecutor's
true.
office to find out, as a part of this, plea, if you know, Butts will have to say where the body is. So we're still waiting on a response. But I think that is the question everyone really wants to know.
Right.
That will bring some justice, because at least that way they can actually lay this child to rest properly. Back to you.
Yeah, they certainly do need that closure. Ingrid Kelly for us live tonight. Thank you.
Yes, and I agree. You know what I'm saying? They definitely need closure. You know what I'm saying? The family does. They definitely need closure. You know, bring her body back. So here go the one with the that we're gonna watch now, you guys. The one with some of the family members was coming up and speaking. Okay, so we're just gonna watch this a little bit. So I'm gonna be stopping. The first one is Naziah Harris' grandmother. She had wrote something that she wanted to say to Jarvis during this time. And if you notice, if you been watching this trial, if you haven't, during this whole not trial, but during this whole I don't know what you call them, because I'm not to that jail stuff, but whatever, the pre hearing, whatever you call it, you was the whole time since he been in jail. Every time he came to court, he always held his head down. He never looked up. And when his daughter spoke, you can feel, you can not feel, you can see he wanted to cry. You can see he wanted to cry when his daughter spoke. And his daughter and Naziah was close cousins. They was cousins. They was real close. They was tight. They was like sisters. Okay, so we finna go ahead and share this, and we're gonna let you guys listen to the mother now. Okay. So y'all hear the thunder and lightning. I'm trying to get this going through because it's starting to thunder and lightning. Okay. So let me go ahead and get this share this. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. So here we go. You hear?
To the Honorable Judge
Okay.
Nicholas John Hathaway in the Wayne County Circuit Court. Good morning. I would like to thank the court for giving me the opportunity to speak as I stand here before you to address the concerns that me and my family have. It has been 2 years and 2 months since I reported Naziah missing. I want you to know that my life will never be the same. My family's life will never be the same without Naziah. And every day that I wake up with her, I wake up feeling depressed. It's another day without her. I love her and I miss her dearly. I can't tell her that because her life was I can't tell her that because her life was taken from her. Words cannot express just how much me and my family really miss and love Naziah. This has impacted my life.
Let me pause this just for 1 second. The grandmother, she's the grandmother. Her name is Annette Harris. She took Naziah in when her daughter was out there on drugs, and she took her in. Okay, she was her responsibility. She was She supposed to been, her, been up. She's supposed to been safe up under her house, up under her hood. Something was going on into that household. You know what I'm saying? Because no way, it shouldn't just be just about money when you raising your grandchildren. When the court system, they give family members a chance first. You know what I'm saying? To raise their kid, just like with DeAnthony. Okay, I had first choice to get DeAnthony, and trust me, I stayed on DeAnthony. My eyes always on DeAnthony. DeAnthony, I knew where he's at all times. Okay, he got to be home at a certain time. He don't go spend the night at nobody's houses because he's my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want nothing harming my grandson or nobody harming my grandson at all. I teaches DeAnthony all the time. I'm sorry, you guys, because she's a great about something that she should have been doing. Instead of her reporting to the school police officer that she was missing, no, she's supposed to have called 911 in Detroit, said her daughter is missing. Even though they probably would have told her that, well, you got to wait for 24 hours. But at least she reported within that 24 hours. So let me go back and listen. I just had to say that. I don't feel her tears. I don't.
When I don't want to get out of bed, I wake up feeling depressed.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to anybody, to anyone, just getting out of bed. To do the basic everyday things that I miss.
I agree with you, Randy.
I don't want to get out of bed. I wake up feeling depressed. I don't want to talk to anyone. Just getting out of bed to do the basic everyday things that I need to get done. This has affected my health. I am seeing more than one doctor about my health, including seeing the therapist. I don't feel safe in my home. My address and my phone number has been put on social media. People have been driving by, taking pictures of my home. I have been threatened. My family have been threatened. Pictures taken of me and my family following me in my car. Pictures posted. Setting up GoFundMe raises in the Zion's name without my permission. This has also affected me financially. I don't know.
You really can't understand what she's saying. You can't understand really what she's saying. You really can't. I'm gonna go ahead and move this up.
Take your time, man.
Anybody else wants to leave? There is a courtroom, 206 down the hallway. You can observe this proceeding. You can't go inside.
Yeah, she should feel bad.
Step up. Two ladies here. So, Mary in the red and in the black.
That's her lawyer or somebody.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they was fighting in court that day. There's some videos out there too showing somebody was arguing. Oh, that must be her daughter.
Reminder, if you're going to have difficulty controlling yourself, now would be a good time to leave.
I don't know who it was. I remember seeing a video that it was some type of argument going on in the courtroom that day. We had to call a bunch of security up in there. That's one of the twins,
I'm sorry, were you through, ma'am?
No, Judge.
I believe. I could be wrong. I didn't do this case too much at all. I just following other people that was doing it. I did follow it. Okay, somebody. Yeah, that was one of her daughters, one of the twins. I don't know which one it was.
Whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Judge. I'm gonna go where I remember her stopping. Posting pictures, setting up GoFundMe fundraisers in Nazai's name without my permission. This has also affected me financially, and people doing podcast shows, emailing me, people that I don't know coming to my home, knocking on my door constantly. This is really hard and has been very painful for me, and I pray to God that no one and no other family will ever have to endure what me and my family have endured. This deserves attention and ongoing awareness to other families and people so that this does not happen to anyone, and other families like this has happened to me and my family. And that would be the conclusion of the statement from Annette Harris that was provided to my office and that she was reading on the stage.
Thank you. All right. Is there any additional complainant that will be addressing in court on file ending 218?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't we have that person go next?
It's Shannon Harris.
See how his head?
Mr. Harrison for
Then Marquita Harris.
So again, ma'am, you can make your way right up here.
This Shannon. They did lose some weight, a lot of weight. Yes, they did. Them girls
You can have a seat or you can stand, however you're most comfortable. Again, that red illuminated device, the microphone and the recording device, just try to direct your voice into that. And if you just state and spell your name, please.
My name is Marquita Harris, M-A-R-K-E-T-T-A. Last name, Harris, H-A-R-R-I-S.
Thank you. And ma'am, you also have a prepared statement?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind just providing a copy to the prosecutor's office for the court file following the hearing today, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Whenever you're ready.
That's Marquita. That's the twin.
It has been 2 years, 2 months, 3 days since we heard, seen, or even physically touched Nazai. This has tremendously affected my family and I mentally, physically, and emotionally. Since this case started, we have been physically assaulted in public, cyberbullied, harassed, stalked, and so much more.
They have.
I became homeless, lost several jobs in the past 2. My life, my family life, will never be the same as you. You have taken something so precious from us that we'll never give back. Every morning, every day, every month, and every dollar, I have to remind myself that my niece, Nazai, isn't coming back. Our life will never be the same again. Justice is deserved. You're still able to live. You're still able to get health care. You're still able to breathe without any remorse. You are an habitual serial predator. You have taken my kid's favorite cousin. You have taken my first daughter before I had my own. I hate you. I was nothing but the worst for you. I despise you. My children were removed from my care temporarily because of you. My children's behavior has changed because of you. You have gave the world a whole story to talk about, but today we're here to tell you how this made us feel. Justice will never be served. Going back to the house where Josiah lived doesn't feel the same anymore. I don't sleep at all anymore. I recommend that the court give him the electric chair if that's what Michigan, if we had it. A life for a life. We will never know her last words. We will never know if she suffered in pain. I can't really say or express how I really feel to this whole tragic situation. Since January 9th, 2024 will be the day I never forget, the day that I got the call that she never came back home. I never live with myself. I never be able to hear her voice. I never be able to physically touch her. I never be able to see her smile. I never be able to. I'll never be able to get to hold her again. I'll never be able to get to listen to her, see her smile. I'll never get to see her tell me stories of what her day went on about school. I'll never get to have that chance ever again because of you. It hurts.
Yeah, I believe the sister did ask Jarvis when she came up and spoke and asked Jarvis to do the right thing and tell where her body was. But none of them didn't.
Judge, I believe next would be Miss Tijuana Butts.
And which file number? 218.
218.
Look how you looking down.
Come right around here, ma'am.
That's the sister. That's his sister.
Good afternoon. So you can have a seat or you can stand, however you're most comfortable. Just state and spell your name first, please.
Okay. My name is Tijuana Butts. First name Tijuana. Last name Butts.
Do you have a prepared statement?
I do not, sir.
That's fine. Okay. Thank you. Whenever you're ready.
I don't have a prepared statement because I had no plans to come here today. I've been battling with myself on what is the right thing to do, what is the wrong thing to do. I'm here today for Naziah and for my nieces and the other victims that my brother has harmed. I got up this morning with every intention of going to work because for the last 2 years, I have to go back to that day that I saw a little girl that I did not know, that I had never seen. And I wish that it was a sign that she looked okay. And I believe that she was someone else's niece. And I had no reason not to believe what my brother said to me. That day will forever haunt me. Because I go back to like,
And I bet it would. You know what I'm saying? She did not. One thing I like about Tawana Butts, Jarvis Butts' sister, is she didn't try to hide anything. She didn't try to sugarcoat anything. I mean, she spoke, like you gonna hear her saying in here that, she loved her brother, but still, what he did was wrong. Well, and I know it had to be hard for her to live in that city, hard for her going to work. You know what I'm saying? Because, you can't blame her for what her brother had done. Okay. I mean, I think she probably, you know, should have, because like she said, well, it's hard to say. I'm gonna let you guys listen to her.
why was I there? Why didn't I know? Why was there no sign? However, I'm a firm believer in God, and I do believe that sometimes we got put in places that we don't want to be in, even if we don't know why. And I feel like I was put there that day to be a voice for the Zion and for every other child that my brother has harmed.
Mhm.
I believe that
Sister.
Desir's story brought a lot of the other victims out to the forefront. And sitting in the courtroom today, there are many Messiahs,
Mm-hmm.
many other
Yes, it
victims
is.
that are unfortunately being harmed right now at this moment.
Yep.
And people are turning a blind eye to it.
Mhm.
People are not paying attention as a community and protecting our children
That's right.
from monsters, from the very people who are supposed to love them and protect them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why my brother has turned into the person that is in this courtroom today. This is not who I remember as a child. I remember a little boy that used to follow me everywhere, that always wanted to protect me, even though I'm older than him. My brother knows that I've been a victim of sexual assault. My brother knows that I've been molested at a very young age. And he knows the pain it caused. I can't understand why he would want to cause that to an innocent child.
To an innocent child.
Not just his eye,
Right.
but to his own children.
His own
That
children.
have his face.
Hmm.
I hope that every victim and my nieces and nephews can heal from the things that my brother has done
Mm-hmm.
for the last 2 years. I've been drugged on social media. My family has been put all over a lot of platforms, including my children, my grandchildren. People are posting places.
And see, and that's what people don't realize. When you do stuff out there in the streets, your family is also going to be harmed, going to get dragged because of your action that you do. It's like people need to be careful what they do in the streets because it don't affect just you, it affect everybody who is close to you. And that's what people do. That would they dig down, go all through your background, see what you had done, go down every person in the family and see what they had done. That's what happens when your family member do something bad out there. You know, they coming for the whole family.
The place that I work, and I don't work with children. I work with children because I had a hard time growing up. We did not have everything growing up, but we did have a grandmother that loved us and cared for us. And I don't know if something happened to my brother when he was young. However, that is no excuse for
For
what
what
he
he's
has done.
done. That's right, sister.
He could have gotten help. We could have said
Yep.
something to someone. Being a victim myself, only made me want to protect kids, not harm them in any kind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that he has a heart somewhere deep in there to tell where Nazia's body is,
Mm-hmm.
because she
Was innocent.
was innocent.
Mm-hmm.
My brother stole so many children's innocence. And he's way more than old enough to know better. I hope that he can remember how we were raised. I hope that he can remember that
He was loved.
I hope that he gives the people that love her, the people that love her,
Mm-hmm.
closure in bringing her body so she can be laid to rest, because she deserves that. She's an innocent child. Her soul should not be roaming the earth. If for no one else, for her.
For her.
If for no one else, his children. And this is a hard thing to do because this is my brother. And I'm not going to stand here and say that I don't love him, because I do. And I always will, and I want him to know that. And I hope that if he loves me, that he will do what's right.
That's right, sister. That's right.
I watched him sit behind a mask. I watched him hold his head down.
Sorry, y'all. This.
Made your bed, you gotta lay in it.
That's right.
Stand in it.
Stand in it.
Do
But
what
he
you
didn't.
have to do. You did what you did knowing. What you've done has just struck the community.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go back to work the day after I testified, 2 days after I testified. And the only thing I could think of was the children that I interact with every day that I love and will protect as my own. How are they going to see me? Because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately enough for me, I have a good support system, and the children I work with know who I am. The staff that I work with know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that I come encounter with every day knows who I am.
Amen.
So it's nothing that anyone can say on social media.
Hello.
Right? Look up at me. I want you to know I do love you. And that will never change. But you have to do what's right.
That's right.
You have to do what's right. I can't turn off my feelings. I hate who he's become. I hate what he's done. You have to do what's right. So,
because his actions leaving lifelong scars. Let his consequences be so no other child faces what I have. Thank you for listening and considering how this changed and impacted my life. Here is Brian.
Thank you. You can return to the seat. Thank you.
Dear Honorable Judge, I want to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to the prosecuting attorneys and Sergeant Shannon Jones. I would not be writing this letter today if it wasn't for the tragic loss of Isaiah Harris. I often went many years without thinking of Jarvis Butts. Now seeing his image repeatedly, I have been overwhelmed with emotional and mental distress. I'm writing this in a deep place of vulnerability. I'm unsure if I will be able to attend sentencing as the toll my mental health is immense. People cannot see the turmoil inside of me. I've been hospitalized many days I cannot get out of bed. And the last thing I want to do is suffer a panic attack in a courtroom. I want to be unequivocal. I believe in rehabilitation and in breaking the cycles of abuse. I believe people can change when they take responsibility and truly commit to doing the work. However, Mr. Butts is already a convicted sex offender when he abused me in 2014. He understood exactly what he was doing. He understood the harm. He understood the potential consequences of already being a convicted sex offender and of being convicted again.
Right.
Despite knowing the harm and having every opportunity to stop, he continued to abuse children. Mr. Butts has avoided accountability far too long. I urge you to see this as a chance to end the cycle of abuse. Mr. Butts must never have a chance to be free again, because if he is, there is a great chance he will continue to abuse children in his old age. We have a chance in this court, in this moment, to protect others and break the cycle of abuse once and for all. I'm asking you to consider the future we are trying to safeguard. Even if the court accepts the sentencing recommendation and plea agreement, which I sincerely hope it does not, I'll be present at every parole hearing, no matter where life takes me. Thank you again to all for seeking justice.
And wait till y'all hear his daughter speak.
You were once someone I called that until you did what you did. You took someone I really loved, someone I called sister, my favorite cousin, my best friend, my everything. You changed the way I dress, the way I think. You even changed my sexuality. You did very hurtful things to me. I didn't take the trouble you caused me. I no longer look at you as a father figure, no longer as a hero, but now I look at you as a monster. You caused me trauma. It made me look at men different.
Look at him. You did it to your daughters. Like the sister said, you could have came and asked for help. You already did time already. You already did time already from hurting, the children way back in 2014 when that one young lady spoke. So she's adult now. She's in her 30s. So we're going to end this right here, you guys. I just wanted to share, the testimonies from the people, from his family, and it is very sad. It's very, very sad, Danny. Yes, it is. And it just hurt. It just hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because it affects everyone. Exactly. It affected everyone. Everyone. Yes. Everyone. Everyone. You know what I'm saying? Even people that been doing the case. You know what I'm saying? It affected them too. I mean, everybody has been, it's just sad. Why would a man want to be out there? Like I said, he's not the only, it's a lot of Jarvis Butts out there. It's a lot of Naziah Harris out there. You know what I'm saying? But I can tip my head off to the sister because, like she said, they was not raised like that. He was raised with love. Their grandmother loved them. You know what I'm saying? So I know it hurt. I know she, I know she's going through. So my prayers are just for everybody who have been harmed, who have been hurt behind through the situation. Families is being, breaking, like you said, that was um Shannon and a cousin that was out there arguing, during the court time, and it's sad. It's very, 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 very sad. So I definitely wanted to share that, you guys. I did wanted to talk about Ramika, but before we get ready to go, this is something else um I wanted to say to you guys real quick. This right here, you guys get a chance. I'm gonna drop this link right here in my I just want to tell you about this story right here. Let me share so you guys can see it. And it's so sad that this girl, dad had warned her about this guy, and he had unalived her. Okay, she was in college. She just graduated, so she was a freshman in college. Um, I forgot where she was at in college at in Alabama. Okay, and this guy right here, who she was seeing, he's already was a trouble kid, and her dad told her to stay away from him. So I'm definitely gonna drop this in and you guys like in my description box after the end of this live. And you guys go back and listen to this for yourself. It's only like about 22 minutes long. No, how long? Let me go back. It is, yes, it's 22 minutes long. So it's not long at all, you guys. I will talk about it with you guys, but it's almost 10 o'clock. I got to get ready to go, give my brother his shot and stuff since it started raining now. And so I want you guys just go back and watch it for yourself. Okay. And it's sad. Talk to your children, okay? Because sometimes children think that we are getting on them for things that we try to, tell them right for wrong. We tell them things out of love because we've been through it. We made those mistakes, and we try to keep our children and our grandchildren from making the same mistakes because this is what's going to happen if you keep doing these, mistakes. We try to, protect them, but they think that we getting on them. We trying to tell them what they do because they grown. You know what I'm saying? Because but still, they don't want to listen to nobody. Tell us too late. Tell us too late. So let me go ahead and drop this link down. I can drop it in the chat real quick. That way you guys can already have it. Let me drop this link. Share. Now this was a good story. Let me see if I'm able to pull it up a little bit. Yeah, beautiful girl. She was gorgeous. I'm trying to share. Copy that link and where is it at? Where I'm at? Here I am. Okay, here go the story I was just talking about, you guys. Go right ahead and you can click this link and you can go watch it on your free time. It's a good story, and just talk to your children, okay? To your loved one. Yep, and I will definitely put it in my description box as well. So good night, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Tune in with me, and I will see you guys. I might do a random live sometime this week, but my real table talk is on Tuesdays and on Thursdays at 5:30. Okay. Peace and blessings to you all, and I'm out. Bye. Have a good night. Thank you for coming in, Fanny, and vibing with me. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Enjoy chit chat, the hood table. Who else came up here? That's it. But thank you guys for tuning in, and anybody that's gonna watch the replay. I appreciate you all very much. God bless.
Through the shadows where the storms collide, she stands with courage as her guide. Her whispers echo louder than screams, faithful to God through broken dreams. She's the silent storm, unshaken, strong. And Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared.